So I always hear people talk about your mess becomes your message. And I always thought it was, people just trying to make you feel better about what's going wrong in your life. And I remember questioning God, saying, this doesn't make any kind of sense to me, like suffering and, going through these trials and tribulations. And, people always say, God won't put you anything more than you can handle. And, I want to share a story that kind of lets people know that it spans beyond you, that, no man is an island. And some of the struggles that you're going through, people can learn from it, and you can be the advocate to help people grow. So I just want to share this with you. So a few years ago, I was going through some tough times at work. Boss was always on me. I never really had a work-life balance. It was always work, work, work. Didn't have a lot of time, for myself. And, from that, my friends and family, I wasn't always around them. And, it bothered me. And it seemed like I just couldn't win. And I remember asking God, what's the point of all this? I'm always going through these issues and things are happening to me. Like, why do they keep happening to me? Why me? And, I used to always say that. Just fast forward, my mom would say, hey, can you come over and hang out? And I'd be, I'm too busy. Or I'd say, yeah, I'm coming over. And then I'd flake and not come over. I'd always have an excuse. But on one particular day, my mom said, Dwayne, I really want to see you. I want to hang out with you. So I was like, sure, I'll come. And so I made plans to go to my mother's house, knowing that I had a lot of work to do. And, I told her I'd come by in the afternoon, early afternoon. So I went by about my day in the morning, and then my boss calls me asking me for a favor. And, he seemed really stressed out. So I said, yeah, I'll help you. So as I'm helping, my phone starts ringing once, rings twice, rings 3 times. And it's my mom, and I'm ignoring her. So getting frustrated after the 5th, 6th call, I pick up and I say, I'm coming. I'll be there later. I'm just doing some work. So then I get back to work. My boss is being real frustrating. To no fault of my own, he's just frustrated, so he's making me frustrated. So I go, okay, I'll just pack up my bags and I'll finish my work at my mom's house. So I go downstairs, jump in my car, start the car engine. And all I hear is, no problem. Let's do it again. As always, something has to go wrong. My car is not working. So now I start thinking about the money I got to spend on repairs on my car. So I'm getting frustrated. So I said, what else could go wrong? So I get out of the car and I said, you know what? My mother's house is not that far away. It's maybe, half an hour walk. So I just started to walk. Forgot to mention that it was super hot that day. It was like you could cook eggs on the concrete. That hot. So I start walking, complaining to myself about the heat. Back is sweating, thinking about the money I got to spend. And halfway to my mom's house, I realized I forgot her house keys. So then I'm like, it's too far to turn back, but no worries. She's home, so no worries. So walking while I'm hot, complaining, thinking about the car, thinking about the work that I got to do. And then I turn on my mother's street and I see a pit bull. And, from a childhood, I was always afraid of big dogs because I was attacked by a dog when I was little. So I see this pit bull, and I'm just starting to think about my exit if the dog was going to attack me. Lo and behold, the dog sees me and starts to rush me. And I quickly look, and I see a minivan. So I jump on the minivan. And as the dog approaches, he's barking, he's nipping at me. And what seemed like hours, which was actually minutes, but I really was scareful for my life, heart's beating, and I'm yelling for anybody to come save me, And the owner of the dog runs out saying, oh, I'm so sorry. The dog got up from the backyard. And I'm in near tears, scared for my life. He goes, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm just super scared." So he takes the dog, he's apologetic, and he takes the dog inside. So now I get off the minivan, knees are buckling still. I'm still kind of shaken up. And I walk to my mother's house. And this is the time where, you want the comfort of your parents. So I knock on the door, no answer. And I was like, oh, she's probably in the backyard. I go to the backyard, she's not there. So I go back, start yelling, "Ma, Ma, Ma, where are you?" Can't hear from her, nothing. I come to realize that she's not even home. I flake on her so many times and I was late. She probably thought it was another one of those days where, I bailed on her. So she left. So here I am, backpack of work that needs to get done. And now I got to walk all the way back in this heat to get it done. I'm behind work. I'm hot. I forgot the keys. My car needs fixing. And, I almost got eaten by a dog. And feeling super defeated, I, put my head down and say, "God, I don't understand. It's what's the purpose of all this?" And then I start walking home. And as soon as I'm walking home, a young lady in a stroller with a baby passes me. And then it hit me. If I didn't go through all those problems in the way that it happened, chances are that lady with the baby would have still walked that path. And that dog, that pit bull, would have still been on the road. It would have seen them, and they wouldn't have been able to jump on me the way I would have. And then that's when it hit me that, sometimes the problems, the struggles that you go through, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. It's about how you can be a testimony for others, how you can be a hero or heroine to somebody else, how it may be uncomfortable for you, but it could be to the detriment of somebody else. So you going through it is to help others. And when you always know that there are seasons and that you can have stormy seasons, but the sun will shine again, that you can take, and that's when I understood, that's when you can take your mess and your mess can become your message. So I just want to encourage you that whatever you're going through, stay focused on your end goal, stay focused on what you're trying to accomplish. And that these trials and tribulations are learning opportunities for yourself and for others so that you may grow and improve and move from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Because you are amazing and you will get through it. And I know that you will.